AOIN, Molly.
AOIN.
Right?
It's quite hard to say, isn't it?
Yeah.
AOIN. But yes.
It's a good job the Welsh chap's not still doing the weather. Storm Owain or AOIN with Owain.
Yeah. No, you've got me, I'm afraid.
Yeah,
so let's take a look at the pictures today first, because it was a pretty cloudy outlook for a lot of people. If you were lucky, you might see some blue sky, but a pretty misty and foggy day for the majority of people. Thank you very much for sending those photos in. Now, over the next few days, I'm expecting very stormy photos in because we are going to get Storm AOIN. It's the 5th named storm of the season. It's going to arrive overnight into Friday. Now, the big concern with this storm is the wind. We're going to get gusts of up to and above 70 miles per hour. And that's inland as well. We could get up to 90 along the coast. Now, there is an amber weather warning going to be in place for wind for the majority of the northwest, so do keep up to date on that. And then there is going to be torrential rain as well and snow on higher ground, but the rain is going to be fast moving. So it's going to be overnight mainly. By Friday morning, the worst should have cleared. We should see some sunshine and showers as well, although that wind is going to persist. And this is the bigger picture. So we're going to get this front coming in first. That is going to bring wet and windy weather tomorrow, but this is Storm AOIN. You can see those isobars squeezing just how windy it is going to be. But overnight tonight, it is going to be a fair few showers towards more coastal areas and on the Isle of Man, but these shall die out as the night progresses and the wind will start to pick up. Temperatures around 2 to 3 degrees Celsius. There could be a touch of ground frost in spots. And then tomorrow, a very windy and wet day from the word go, really, and it could be quite heavy in places and wintry in more northern spots. Temperatures, we're looking at around 6 to 7 degrees, but actually it is going to feel much colder than that because of that breeze. And a reminder, Storm AOIN on the way, so could be some travel disruption. Tie all your garden furniture down, and it could be really quite disruptive, so do keep up to date on the BBC Weather app. And Kay will have the latest tomorrow.
She will. And your BBC local radio station, good place to go for this news on the travel disruption. Thanks.
Brilliant.
Thanks, Molly. AOIN is on the way. Jonas Muller's got the late news at 10:30 though. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Have a great evening.
Good night. Hello, good evening. Well, it's been settled recently, but a change is on the way in terms of our weather. We're going to have Storm AOIN at the end of the week. We'll have gales, torrential rain and hill snow on higher ground. But first, let's take a look at tonight. There will be some showers on the Isle of Man and towards more coastal parts, but it's going to be dry for a lot of us. We'll have some cloud bubbling up and the winds will start to pick up too. Temperatures around 2 to 3 degrees Celsius, so could be a touch of ground frost in more rural spots. And then tomorrow, it'll be a wet start to the day. We'll have this band of rain sweeping in. That'll be quite heavy in certain areas. And it could be wintry in more northern parts too. Temperatures around 6 to 7 degrees Celsius, but it'll feel colder than that because of that breeze. And then, as I mentioned, the storm coming in overnight into Friday, an amber weather warning in place for wind. So do keep up to date on the BBC Weather app. A bit more sun, though, at the weekend, but temperatures taking a bit of a dip. And that's your forecast. Good night.